My family keeps a book of every birthday going back to 1930. I was written in with a pencil. I found the book the night before my wedding, in a cedar chest at my grandmother's house. Gran had sent me up to fetch her good pearls. The book was leather, cracked, the size of a Bible. Every page was a year. Every name was in black ink, pressed hard, permanent. Births, marriages, the little cross beside the ones who died. Then I turned to 1999, my year, and there I was. Claire, March 4th, in pencil. Gray, faint, floating above the crease like it hadn't decided to stay. I flipped forward. My cousin Danny, born the same spring, ink. My sister Bethany, ink. Every child on every branch, ink. Only me in pencil. I carried the book down to the kitchen where Gran was drying cups. Why am I written in pencil? I asked. She didn't turn around. Put that back, Claire. Gran, everyone's in ink. Why not me? The cup went still in her hands. Some entries we wait on. Wait on for what? I'm getting married tomorrow. Then it hardly matters now, does it? She set the cup down. Bed. Big day. I didn't go to bed. I sat on the guest room floor and I read the whole book, front to back, every year since 1930. And I found the others. 1946, a girl named Ruth, in pencil, with a clean eraser smudged through her the following year, like she'd been rubbed out. 1971, a boy named Peter, pencil. Gone by 1970. 1988, Aunt Michelle, who I'd never once heard anyone mention, pencil. Erased. 4 of them across the decades, all penciled in, all eventually wiped away, the gray ghosts of their names still bruising the paper. And now me. At 2 a.m., I went back down. Gran was at the table waiting, a second cup of tea already poured across from her. You read it, she said. Who's Ruth? Sit down. I sat. The ones in pencil, she said, folding her hands, aren't ours. Not by blood. Ruth was your great-grandfather's from a woman who wasn't his wife. Peter was a cousin's mistake. Michelle we took in when her mother couldn't manage. She sipped. We raise them. We feed them. But the book stays honest. Blood goes in ink. The others go in pencil until we're certain they'll leave quiet. Leave, I repeated, with their share settled small and their name gone, so the estate stays whole for the real ones. Her eyes were flat as the tea. Your mother was ours. Your father was penciled in himself, in his year. He never knew. But you, Claire, you carry his half, not ours. And tomorrow I marry into money, which is why we plan to settle you this week, quietly, before the wedding tied you to us for good. She almost smiled. You weren't supposed to find the book. How do you settle people, Gran? Ruth left the country. Peter moved west. Michelle, she paused. Michelle we don't discuss. I looked at that eraser smudge over Michelle's name and I understood exactly what don't discuss meant. I stood up slow. Okay, I said. You're right, it hardly matters now. She relaxed. That was her mistake. Because I'd already photographed every page upstairs. Ruth, Peter, Michelle, the erasers, the little crosses that came just a bit too soon after some of them. And the whole time she'd been confessing, my phone had been face down on the chair beside me, recording. I texted it all to my fiance's mother, a retired probate judge who'd spent 30 years watching families rob the people they were supposed to protect. Gran's phone buzzed on the table between us, then buzzed again, then rang. She looked at the screen. The color went out of her face. What did you do? She whispered. I went in ink, I said, and I picked the book up off the table and tucked it under my arm where she couldn't reach it. Every name in here gets a lawyer now, Gran. Ruth's family, Peter's, Michelle's if there's anyone left to find, and the crosses, those get looked at too. She grabbed for the book. I stepped back. You penciled me in because you thought I'd erase quiet, I said, but I'm the one holding the eraser now. Headlights swept the kitchen window. 2 cars. Gran sat down very slowly, her hands finally completely still. I opened the book to 1999, to that gray floating name that had never decided to stay, and I pressed my pen to it, and I traced myself over in ink.